Greetings, Otaku Faithful. Thank you for joining me again this week. Once again, it's Larry Williams, OAW Commander-in-Chief, and I'm here to bring you surprise. I did not intend to do a ThunderCats review this week because I am supposed to be taking a break from YouTube this week. However, I just picked up my new HD camera today, so what better way to test it out than with this week's ThunderCat episode review right here on Otaku Assemble! Weekly. Always here to bring you the latest in this week's ThunderCats episode review. And this week's episode, this is the episode I've been waiting for all season. I believe this is episode, let's see, 1, 2, hang on a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is episode 8. Episode 8 entitled Legacy. Now, quick recap of this week's episode. This week we get a little Assassin's Creed treatment. What happens is Lionel, in his attempt to unlock the secrets of the Book of Omens, he winds up getting sucked into the book where he reunites with Jaga in a sense. We find out that apparently a part of Jaga has been sealed within the book, and he is there to instruct Lionel on how to use the book. Apparently, Lionel gets thrown into the past. Let me tell you what I mean. The Book of Omens has a record. It keeps a record of the history in which the book goes through. Pretty much it catalogs its own history. And so Jaga tells Lionel that in order for him to learn where the book will lead him into the future, he needs to know where it led his ancestors in the past. So Lionel is thrown into the past, into the body of his ancestor, who I believe was named Leon. It was either Leo or Leon was his ancestor's name, but that was the character that I was referring to in last week's episode when we found out that Mumm-Ra was this conqueror, and that the cats were they worked under him. Who I thought was a young version of Cloudus, no, that was Lionel's ancestor, and this was the character that Lionel embodied this week. So pretty much Lionel, he witnesses firsthand how not just the cats, but actually all of the animals, how they rebelled against Mumm-Ra. And we learn about how the Stone of Thundera, I believe is what it's called. We learned how the Sword of Omens was forged, how they got the stone, and we also learned of 3 other stones. Apparently there's 4 stones of power. The Stone of Thundera is just one. Well, the Eye of Thundera, excuse me. The Eye of Thundera is just one. And that leads to the goal for the remainder of the season and possibly the series, is that they now need to find the 3 remaining stones of power to keep them from Mumm-Ra. So what did I like about this? What was it about this episode that I liked so much? First and foremost, like I said in last week's episode, I am really into the mythology of the series. And this is what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for, the origin story. Like a few weeks back when they showed the Panthro and Groom origin story. I love that. I dug that. And last week we got a little glimpse of this origin story, but this was actually, the full-fledged thing. And that's what I've been waiting for, because I like origin story, the origin stories, the mythology. I dig that shit. One thing though that I would have preferred to see, I would have actually preferred to see this story told from the perspective of Mumm-Ra, because we're following the entire series through the eyes of the ThunderCats. I would have liked to see Mumm-Ra's take on the rebellion. You see what I'm saying? Like, to see it from his perspective. I would have much rather preferred that. But with that said, also in this episode, jeez, The animation was flawless in this episode. I mean, the sequence when there was the scruffle, the fight between the slaves and with some of the cat guards, where the red light came over them, that was really well animated. Like, that was really well done. I really enjoyed that scene. Also, Leon's love interest in this episode, wow, I really did like that character's design. That was nice. And no, well, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it off like that because I don't want to say anything that would incriminate myself. But yeah, Leon did all right for himself. But yeah, with that said, I guess I'll go ahead and I'll wrap up this review. Thanks for joining me again this week. And oh wait, before I go, I want to give you all a quick update. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, and if you've seen the little test video that I've done, picked up a new camera because I wasn't satisfied with the quality of videos I was producing using the webcam on my Mac. So I did, and I wanted to really start making HD videos. So I'm still trying this camera out. I'm still, you know, trying to see how well this camera does. I like it so far. It's very simple. Depending on how well this video comes out, this could be exactly what I was looking for. You know, it was really between this camera and another Sony HD cam, which was like $450, which I was willing to put the money up for. But I really did, when I was looking at that camera, I thought that was pretty much buying outside of my means. You know, that camera had a lot of stuff. The reason why that camera was so expensive is because it had a lot of stuff that I really didn't need. So, you know, I didn't want to buy outside of my means. Also, picked up a tripod, a really good tripod, only $30, you know. Oh, someone asked how much did I spend on this camera. This camera fetched me $150. So it wasn't a very expensive camera. The tripod ran me $30. It's a really good tripod. And I also went ahead and got my DirecTV subscription because I have to part ways with my current cable provider because they're being dicks and charging me out the ass. But with that said, a quick update. Otaku Faithful, this Tuesday is supposed to mark the beginning of my fall schedule, and that will kick off this Tuesday with my Sons of Anarchy Season 4 premiere review, which will kick off the weekly Sons of Anarchy videos. Now, I want to say it will either be this Tuesday or this Wednesday. The reason for that being is because I'm supposed to start working again this week, and I'm not sure what my schedule will play out as. But anyway, the fall schedule does begin this week. I got Sons of Anarchy kicking things off this upcoming week, rather. Not this week, next week. Next week, on the 6th, fall schedule starts off with Sons of Anarchy. That weekend will be, of course, Friday night will be ThunderCats review. Saturday will most likely be my monthly vid for that week, which will be a rant. Which will be a really good rant, mind you, because I've been meaning to rant about this for a while now. I'll just let you guys know. It's going to be my YouTube rant. What do you mean when you say YouTube rant, Larry? What I'm talking about is my problems with not so much YouTube in itself, but with new YouTubers. Yes, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get that rant up and out and going. Then, either Sunday or Monday, probably Monday night, I will kick off my NFL recap segment that's going to become a weekly. Now, with that said, for all of you who want to know what's going to happen with the other videos, the other segments on OAW, well, like I said, for the fall will pretty much consist of Sons of Anarchy, ThunderCats, the monthly vid, Boardwalk Empire when it starts off on September 25th, and then the NFL recap. That will mainly be my fall schedule. However, the movie reviews will be discretionary. Those will pretty much be if I see a good movie, that I want to review, then I'll just go ahead and I'll just do it. Which the next movie review, which will probably be next week, that's going to be my review of Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Music reviews will be the same thing. Those will only be for highly anticipated albums, and I have picked up one. Blue October's newest album, Any Man in America. I will probably go ahead and review that. And that may be next week. I'm pretty much, for the fall schedule to kick things off, it's going to be a slew of new videos coming out next week. But with that said, now you all have been wondering what's going to happen to the anime favorites. Hear it now. The anime favorites are moving, and they are moving to my collab channel, which is Rogues Gallery Incorporated. If you guys want to find the channel, go to my channel. Go to the Otaku Assemble YouTube video channel, and it will be listed #1 in my channel box. That's the collab channel, which I am a member of, along with my fellow YouTubers Strapped Up 24, Hugo Strange, Uncle Maine, J Mason 105. We are pretty much getting ready to either going to do a serious renovation of the channel, or we are going to start off a new channel. We haven't decided yet, but I am returning to the gallery with full force, and that's where the favorite hero, favorite villains videos will be uploaded. And how often will it be? Weekly, or will it be bi-weekly or monthly? Right now the plan is to do bi-weekly, but depending on what my schedule looks like within the upcoming weeks, it could become a weekly thing on that channel. But I need a turnout, because if I go ahead and I crank those videos out, I need to know that people is watching them. So guys, like I said, go ahead. Matter of fact, just so you guys can find the channel, I'll probably put an annotation right here. So guys, please go ahead, check out that channel. And yes, I'm coming back to the gallery, baby. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wrap this video up. This has been Larry Williams, OAW Commander-in-Chief. I'm signing off, and I will catch you cats next week when the fall 2011 schedule kicks off. Until then, peace.